welcome back to Vivid Stasis. 6.0.1 just came out, like today. So, Neutron Hexama is a go. So there's a few, so you can see top left, there's a few things happening. I assume they're all songs. Or like stuff related to songs. So I'm gonna say, I guess this is like a continuation of chapter alpha, maybe, but this is gonna be its own video because by the time this comes out, the chapter alpha video is already out. Also the timer reset and phase 2 is coming in 3 days. So top left, we have some things. I assume they're all songs, like we have to find the correct song in rhythm play. So I'm gonna go down real quick. A duet with the Inferno, Pyromania. That's what I'd assume. Did they change the thing back? Because I know of the auto filtration, I won't go into it, but did they change it back? Like secretly? Pyromania? Here we go. Let's try it, shall we? Darn. So close. So close. Did that do anything? Nope. Anything? Oh! An Echo of Summer. I got that one apparently. A Cherished Blossom. Alright, let's try it. Bloom 2. It's very Bloom of 2. Yay! I still love this song so much. Yay, I'm at 16,000 somehow. Oh, so I found the code. It's the first sprout of the spring. People have already gotten through it. So, yeah. It wasn't the songs themselves. That was a very good red herring, but it's apparently specific requirements. So, if you want to do these yourself, the code is the first sprout of the spring. Okay? Hell yeah. So we got all 4 difficulties. I wonder if there's a backstage variant of this. Fuck it. Hexama with a blue-yellow gradient. Oh, that's the note sound. Sorry. Yay! January 11th, 2025, 4:16 p.m. Despite the new year having already come to pass, winter festivities are still in full swing. Snow festivals dot the northern cities of Japan, and you can even find some sparse snow further down south. Giant Christmas tree displays littered with colorful lights still decorate the streets of the many districts of Tokyo. Such is the case in Ikebukuro on this snowy evening. It's undeniably very pretty. However, the downside of this is it's fake. Saturday. It's so goddamn cold. Holy shit. It's 4:16 p.m. on the border between afternoon and evening. Despite this, it's already very dark out, thanks to the aforementioned time of year. Despite this, the Ikebukuro streets are undeniably extremely pretty. I'm always grateful to be able to walk down the main drives here after night sets in and the beautiful neon lights take over the sun's job. Currently, I was walking down a smaller street that branched off of one of the main drives through the neighborhood. This particular street happened to house a good few merchandise stores for anime and other pop culture. Ooh, I didn't know the rehearsal pop-up store was that soon. I'll have to circle back on the 15th. Despite this, I was actually targeting a much quieter environment. A nice, small library tucked into the side streets amidst the chaos of the busy culture stores. Oop, there we are. The library was on the second floor of a large multi-tenant building and was beep 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 beep. Immediately after stepping into the library, I unzipped my coat and hung it on the rack. I walked up to the reception desk as was routine. Sure enough, an all too familiar girl was sitting in the chair typing on the front desk computer. How can I help you? Come to rent a book? Return one? I have come to confess my sins. I have 30 overdue book fines to pay and my guilty conscience has dragged me back. Can I interest you in our library's membership system? For 1,000 yen a month, you get free rentals as well as unlimited access to the library computers and more. This was a routine we'd established by this point. Both of us left. Hey, sweetie. I'm just about done. If you don't mind waiting, I'll clock out in 5 minutes or so. Aw. Yeah, for sure. I'll go sit by the computers. Okay, I'll come get you. I walked over to the leather chairs next to the computer area and sat down. Comfy. It had been 9 months since the shutdown of the Duskbreaker, but taking into account readjusting to normal life as well as all of the legal disasters we had to wade through, it had only been about half a year since we'd been able to return to life. 6 months ago, the most stressful thing in my life was trying to settle legal cases regarding 2 girls who shouldn't logically exist in the world legally. Now the most stressful thing in my life is deciding whether I want pho or ramen for dinner. Despite that, everyone's adjusted to the way things are rather well. I suppose the human body is more trained to acclimate to reality than a simulated world. Living in the city, despite how densely packed the streets were, brought a sense of peace and blending in that I hadn't felt in years. Bleh. I'd guess that a good portion of that was also being more confident in how I present myself to others. You had your own growth arc while in stasis. It feels nice to be able to blend in again, to exist in the midst of thousands of people I'll never know or talk to every day, whose lives have their own stories I'll never read, but will be just as detailed and beautiful. I guess I caught myself spacing out, because a tap on the shoulder from my partner snapped me back into the real world. I'm all good to go. Okie dokie, let me grab my coat. Allison and I walked over to the entrance and I put my coat back on. Want to go to the usual, or just head straight home? I'm in a coffee mood. Let's head upstairs. Cool. Most, if not all of my trips to the coffee shop on the 4th floor of the building had been coffee dates with Allison after her shifts at the library. We'd been there enough times that each and every barista at the cafe had memorized our order. And I'm pretty sure they teach all of the new hires too. There was, however, no elevator in this building. which means we had to use the stairs, which also meant... God, the cold! Shh! Close the door if you're gonna scream. Allison and I stepped into the familiar cafe, and were promptly led to a pair of seats. Oh my god! So cute. What'd you get up to today, aside from job searching? I love their new fits. Not much. Went to the arcade a bit earlier, and slept a fair bit. Sounds like a typical Saturday. Pretty much. Was it a good shift? Not too much in the way of trouble, so yeah. The barista brought our food. I ended up with a coffee and coffee, and Allison ordered a donut and the same coffee as I did. So, how have things been on the more internal side of things? Fine, I think. Saturday? Her facial expression looks like me most days. You think? You don't sound very confident. Yeah, fair. I'm not a good liar, but I'm not really sure what's going on or how to talk about it. Does it have to do with the others? Yeah. Well, it's Dawn. I don't really know why, but I felt somewhat of a weakening presence from her. A weakening presence? Yeah, like the stuff she represents in my mind is getting weaker. It's not like a huge problem, but still something to be worried about, yeah? You really don't want to fall too far back into escapism again. Escapism. Why am I struggling? Yeah, pretty much. But communicating with them is weird and difficult, so I don't really know what I'm supposed to do about the situation. It was easier when we all had separate bodies. Well, I can't directly empathize with your situation, obviously, but I know what it's like to deal with that kind of thing in other contexts. Yeah, that's fair. I think if you take caution, you'll still be able to avoid letting escapism influence you. What? You'll still be able to avoid letting escapism influence you in an unhealthy way while you're still trying to figure out what's going on with Dawn. Thanks, sweetie. It's hard sometimes to have that much confidence in myself. Well, sure. That's why I'm here. Yeah. Love you and all that. Allison left. Have you considered talking to Chio about it? Eh? Chio? Why? Well, she engineered the Duskbreaker. She might have an idea on if something's going haywire with your brain or whatever. Huh. I didn't think of that. Probably not a bad idea, actually. She's still being held in the same penitentiary, right? Yep. But I think visiting hours are already over for today, so maybe head over tomorrow? Sure. You all work tomorrow? Yeah, but not till later in the day. Late opening hours this Sunday. Gotcha. We finished eating our food and drinking our coffee. Wanna hit up an arcade back or just straight up? Bleh. Wanna hit up an arcade on the way back or just head straight home? I'm down. I didn't go for long earlier, and you should probably get today's daily login bonuses before they expire. Even in layer 3, huh? Yeah, sounds like a plan. Let's go then. Yep. We got up from the table and walked over to the counter. After paying for our food and drinks, we left the cafe and walked back down the stairs to the busy Ikebukuro streets. Alright. Gate 2 in 3 days. Alright. It is 3 days later, and phase 2 is out. So let's interpret what these can be, right? Mirror of the Self. I think I know because it's probably self. It's probably self. Ooh, there's 7 songs on New Choice. Self but mirrored? One away from an all critical. God damn it. Man. Vivid plus. Let's see. Was that one of them? No. Okay. Parallel midpoint of the horizon. Horizon. Horizon? Oh. Well. Well. Shit. I don't think I'm clearing this. Wait, no. Parallel midpoint of the horizon. Wait, let me just check. Because I knew horizon was a thing. But parallel midpoint. Parallel. So it's this? So midpoint of the horizon. So parallel midpoint, so halfway to horizon. So half of 8 is 4? So you play a class 4 song? Let's try it. Yay! Yippee! Anything happen? Thank goodness. Alright, contemplation of reality. I didn't know this got a backstage. It sounds even. It's the complete opposite of the other one. Oh. Really? Is it the only one that has reality in the name? No. Okay. I mean, fuck it. Did that do anything? No. Okay. Are there any more? Oh. Of course. Alright. Forgot about this one. I am terrible at this game. Cool. Alright. Oh, contemplation, endless. And also simulated. Duh. Jesus. Should have just figured that one out earlier. There we go. Flag before knowledge. It's an interesting one. Oh my god, these are really cute. Kanchi and Aoi, Shinonome. Natsuki and Dawn. These are really cute. These are so cute. Before knowledge. Oh. Flag before knowledge. I'm gonna ignore the flag bit and say, what is Kaio's other name? Kyomega? It's like, oh god, what's its other name? Did I put the other name in my chapters list? Unknown Absolute. It is! So yeah, it's Unknown Absolute, so that's what Kyomega is. Right? And it says flag before knowledge, and like, unknown. So, fucking, I'm just theory crafting, I'm just gonna try it. These are actually good, like, riddles, I think. I forgot how hard deep bloody their songs are. Alright. Did worse than last time because I... bad. Yep. Whoops. Nope. Okay. I got a hint. So I'm actually in the Discord server now for Vivid Stasis. Should have been there a while ago, but I got a hint. What does flag imply in the achievement list? And here's a flag. So I have to miss exactly once. It's a very, very specific thing. There you go. Here we go. One miss. If the hint is right, well, I'm pretty sure it is, but it should be right. Yeah, there we go. Mirror of the Self. That's the last one. I already tried Self with mirror mode, and it didn't work. So it's not that. I tried it twice, just to make sure it wasn't. What else could be about yourself? I don't think it's any of these songs below the main story. Oh, wait. Oh, doppelganger. Of course, because it's about, you know, it's a clone of you. And I'm gonna try it with Myrmidon, just to be sure. But yeah, doppelganger, if you don't know, it's a clone, a perfect clone of yourself. Hence, mirror of yourself. I'm gonna do it with Myrmidon, just to be sure, but I'm pretty sure this makes sense. What am I doing? Oh, there we go. I've missed. Nice. I don't normally do that well in in 12s. So, did it do anything? Oh, hell yeah. Okay. So now we just have to undo the hexadecimal. And then we should be Gucci. Right? Okay. The second breath of the sun. Cool. The second breath of the sun. Make sure I'm recording. Alright. Next one. Turn memory off. Oh god, it's level 12. And we know how hard level 11 plus was. Alright. Okay. 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 I think I'm failing this. Jesus Christ. Heal, baby! It's a very ballady song. Waltz, that's what I mean. I'm sorry to whoever this is that I called it a ballad. I meant a waltz. One, two, three, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, yep. Fuck my life, I called it a ballad. I can't see who it is yet. Oh shit, no! Damn. Miryark's a scroll. Alright, I was so close to the song being done, but alright. Let's go again! Hopefully my computer doesn't crash, shut down before I finish this gate. Alright. It took me 2 tries this time, but goddamn. It's cinematic as hell. Alright. January 12, 2025, 1:24 p.m. The next day, I walk into the front room of the special penitentiary that was holding Chiyo following her trial. The woman tending the computer was one I had seen quite a bit, so she knew what to do when I walked in. Hey, Saturday. Want me to go call for Chiyo? Yeah, if it's not a problem. Shouldn't be right now. I'll go check. The woman walked through the staff door behind her and I sat down and waited for a few minutes. Sure enough, the woman returned and pressed the button on her desk that opened the automatic door into the meeting room. Aww. Love Chiyo's fit. Chiyo was sitting on one of the couches in an orange prison suit. I walked over and sat next to her. Hey, Saturday. What's brought you here? Just checking in? Well, mostly. Before that, though, how have you been? Didn't get a chance to swing by last week. Well, it's been about the same as it's always been. I feel like I should be more excited that my parole starts soon, but to be honest, living here has been just fine, so I don't really feel like it'll be much different. Oh shit, I forgot it's almost March. Yeah. 1 year of staying here, then I'm on parole for 10 years. It's not a standard sentence by any means, but then again, this particular penitentiary isn't for people who have committed normal crimes, for lack of a better word. Fair enough. You get to go back to your apartment then? Yeah, but like I said, I doubt my treatment will change much. I've been taken care of extremely well here. That's really good. Yeah. I mean, it's because of you guys. I think my treatment would be much worse if you weren't there advocating for me during the trial. I only did what you'd do for me. It's not a big deal. Well, I appreciate it either way. I still don't know if I can understand why you gave me as much help and gratitude as you have, but I'm thankful for it, regardless. No problem. So, what's on your mind? You're clearly bothered by something that isn't just checking in on how I've been. Ah, right. Yeah. It's about the state of my brain after, I guess, everything? Things feel weird right now, and Ellie suggested I talk to you about it since you made the, the thing. Well, okay. What's the issue? It's Dawn. I feel like lately I've been much less in tune with her. Like, the impact she has on my behavior and decision making is just slipping away, and I'm not really sure how to go about remedying it. Oh, I see. Are you able to communicate with the others directly? Like an internal monologue or something? I'm not too familiar with this kind of thing. Sometimes I can retreat into my mind in a space where I can have more direct contact, but I disassociate from the real world in an almost daze-like state. So I prefer not to, but if there's no other way... Well, I'm not saying you need to. Let me think. Chiyo thought to herself for some time. You know, I'm not a brain scientist or anything like that, but I wonder if this problem is more psychological than logical. What do you mean? Well, given what you've told me about the World Keeper and Liberator before they merged with you, they were sort of less than human. I mean, we saw the way World Keeper changed, going from being willing to shoot you going from being willing to shoot your eye to being fully on our side and wanting to escape the Dustbreaker. But Dawn stayed hollow for longer, which led her to act out in a really nasty way. She basically became the villain of the last act of that story. Oh. But then, after we joined minds at the end, she regained that missing humanity. So... yeah. I wouldn't be surprised if maybe it's the guilt catching up to her. But why now? We've been out of all of that for almost a year now, and I haven't felt this sense of weakness until now. To be honest, I wouldn't be surprised if it was just because of how tired you were coming out of the Dustbreaker. I mean, you, Allie, and I were only able to be awake for like 3 hours each day for almost a month right after everything ended. Yeah, it's possible. Regardless, I'm not too sure if I have any direct advice. I think if you can get into a dialogue with her, it would help, but only you can do that, and only you can decide if it's a good thing to try to do. But I think, whatever happens, you should go easy on Dawn if you can. Yeah, I get you. I don't hold anything against her. It was clear she was more destroying herself than anything. I just want to help her. You really have changed. You're a lot more timid now, you know? Yeah. When I think about the ways I acted as a teenager, I had so much more energy. Now I'm just tired. But I don't really think that's a bad thing. Everything feels so much more moderate now. I'd imagine at least a bit of that change is from your hormones too. Oh, definitely. I am so glad to not be a walking testosterone machine anymore. We spent some more time catching up. I told Chia about the job searching I'd been doing lately, as well as how things were going with Allison and her new job. After some time, our visiting time began to draw to a close. Oh, before you go, can you deliver a message to Riri? Huh? Riri? Eri. Hell of a Freudian slip, but sure. What is it? Chia walked over to the observation window and asked the guard for a piece of paper and pen. She scribbled down something and walked over to me. Here. She handed me a piece of paper, which had random letters scribbled on it. What? She'll understand. Chia, this looks like a key smash. You wrote a key smash with a pencil. She'll understand. Oh my god, okay, fine. You two are insane. Whatever floats your boat, though. I walked over to the exit. I'll swing by again this week to make up for last week, yeah? And let me know if you need anything when you start the process to move back to your apartment. Sure things. Sure thing. Thanks, Saturday. Take care. Yep, you too. I opened the door back to the lobby and handed the letter Chia had given me to the woman behind the desk for processing and analysis. She scanned it. Yeah, it's good to go. She sends these letters a lot, so she just told us how to decrypt them. Need to make sure she's not slipping anything unwanted out into the world, you know. Wait, you can read it? What does it say? Unfortunately, we can't give up personal details about our prisoners without their consent. Have a nice day. Sighing, I left the building. I've got a lot of time. Might as well go bring this to Eri now. I haven't been able to check in with the sisters in a bit either. Alright. Gate 3. April 2nd. So we'll see then. I am a dork. I forgot to hit record. I should be forked. So yeah. I'm gonna pull up the requirements on screen, but there were new requirements, obviously, as of each gate. The first one was Whims of Lady Luck. So what you're supposed to do is pick a random song and just play it. Alright, easy enough. The second one might be a little trickier, alignment of soul and song. This one I had to get a hint from the official in quotes, Neutron Hexama hint paper. But yeah, alignment of soul and song requires you to change your character to any of these, except probably the training cards. They're really cute. And you have to go to a song that features the characters. So for Saturday, it would be, well, one of them, which is what I did, was Valor Starcross. If you went with Tiki, it's Unraveling Stasis, and so on. Or if you went with Allison, it's Convergence, etc, etc. So number 3, fund the Void Traveler. You have, well, you know who the Void Traveler is if you've been paying attention to the Void Logs. It's Tori. You do have to give her a sizable amount of money to you know, do this. But unfortunately, I can't progress. I've been soft locked because I've already unlocked literally everything, almost everything, aside from this, which I can't do because I don't know where to unlock for loop from. Alright, and the last one, focus the level. So if you didn't know, Vivid Stasis has, so if you hold S, you can sort stuff however you'd like. So focus, you know, focusing a beam, what do? You bring it to 1 point. So you make the min and max level the same, and then you play the song, any song in that list. Alright? I had to get a hint from that one, from the answer sheet. But yeah, there is a problem. I think I have to bypass this one. Unless I can just decode the A1Z26 from, not A1Z26, the ASCII from this. I can skip a bunch of letters, I guess. Right. Yeah, I was just recording for like the past like 45 minutes and I thought I hit record, but I didn't. So, ain't that great. Hexadecimal to ASCII. Same convention. Hex to string. Yep, there we go. 54,55354. The third memoir something. Okay, well. So I just found out that there's another way you can spend points, which I completely forgot about. It's SoundScan. Whoops. Sorry. Here we go. Thanks, Tori. No? Did I spent like 2-4. That was not enough. God damn it. Fucking hell. Did I just FC a finale song? Did I just FC a finale song? Yes, I did. Woo! With the gauge. Hell yeah. That is the first time, well, one of the very few times I can do that. Very proud of that one. Alright. Thanks, Tori. It should be good. Hopefully. There we go. There we go. That's the missing bit. The missing link. What is it? The third memory of the forest. Okay. Tracks. The third memory of the forest. Very nice. And of course we go middle. Alright. Let us. Alright. Oh, Jesus Christ. Bye. Jesus Christ. Okay. How far was I? Oh, not that far. Let's try again. Okay. Alright. Go slower. 12 plus. That does explain it, but that I am not excited for this last one. No, my god. It's really hard. Alright. Holy crap. Alright. Oh my god. Okay, I'm gonna go even slower. Yeah, too slow. Fucking hell. I was missing a lot, to be fair. I was not the best. just stopped focusing. Okay, I'm gonna record a few rounds. We'll see how I play. We'll see how the chart goes, and then I'll come back. Fucking finally! Jesus! And it only took me, it took until the end of Neutron Hexama. Not happy about it, but goddamn it, this map took me like 2 weeks on and off to practice, and I couldn't practice a lot. January 12, 2025, 3:10 p.m. I stepped off the train at Yawatajuku Station. It was only a 35-minute train ride from Chiyo's Penitentiary. I should probably disable myself. There we go. The secret facility, which was housing Eri and Kotomi, was down a small alley just near the bay. I navigated through the streets until I reached the decrepit-looking door. I knocked in the pattern that signified to the guard inside that it was me. 1 knock, 2 knocks, 1 knock. After a few seconds, the door opened, and I was let in. The guard that was on duty rotated every few days, so the one currently on guard was one I was less familiar with. They sat behind a small makeshift desk right by the door. Ah, it's you. Saturday, right? Yeah. Are either of the sisters awake? Let me check. The guard walked through the only door that led to the living area the sisters inhabited. After a few seconds later, she poked her head through the doorway. Eri is asleep, but Kotomi's awake. Come on in. Got it, thanks. I walked in through the doorway into the living area. The area that the sisters had been given was actually rather spacious. It consisted of a central lounge area with a kokatsu and a TV that had 3 doors that branched off into a bedroom for each of the sisters and a shared bathroom. The lounge area had once held more amenities like a couch and a dining table, but those had since been moved to make room for the main entertainment in the room. Almost a dozen arcade cabinets belonging to fighting games and rhythm games alike dotted along the back wall. I sat down under the kotatsu, where Kotomi was sitting. Kotomi had her laptop open on the table, playing an MMORPG of some kind. Noticing me, she took her headphones off and closed her laptop after logging out of her character. Aww. Hey Saturday, what's up? Oh, nothing much. I was visiting Chiyo earlier and she asked me to deliver some kind of letter to Eri, and I also realized it had been a bit since I'd dropped by to catch up. Sheesh, another letter? I'm eagerly awaiting when Chiyo gets released on parole and Eri can just text the damn woman. Do these letters happen a lot? Yeah, probably a weekly occurrence by this point. Not that I can decipher what they mean. Is there actually a code to them? Like, do they mean anything? I assume they do. They keep sending them. I guess they invented their own ciphertext to avoid getting embarrassed or something. Huh. That's very fascinating. Honestly, I'm expecting Eri to just ask her out the moment she's released. She doesn't know I know this, but the two were getting physical before we even got out of the damn simulation. Oh. What? Really? Yeah. You seriously didn't notice? I guess I don't try to look into these things. Doesn't feel like my business. Fair enough. Oh my. I took a drink from the plastic cup I'd brought with me. Did you guys get another cabinet? Yeah, the one right behind you. The circle one. Doesn't she have enough? You'd think. This one was funny too. Apparently that game isn't even operating online anymore, but Eri really wanted it. And they just got it for her? Yeah, I mean, it's the government and we're basically their most valuable specimen while they figure out what's going on with us. They have the reach to just do that, if it means keeping us entertained here. Jeez, are you guys even allowed, like, fresh air? Yeah, of course. We're allowed to go for a walk once a day as long as a guard comes with us and we don't stay outside for longer than an hour. Wow. I guess it makes sense they'd want to make sure you didn't feel like prisoners. Yeah. Oh, by the way, give me that letter and I'll give it to Sis when she wakes up. Oh sure. I rummaged through my bag and pulled out the incoherent letter and handed it to Kotomi. After that, we sat in silence for a little as I finished my drink. Oh, you mind if I talk about something? Been thinking about stuff lately. Huh? Sure. Well, you know, I've been wondering if you and Allison and Chiyo, like, see me as anything other than just Ares' sister. What do you mean? It's just, the Dustbreaker stuff's been settled for a good while now. I'm wondering if, in the grand scheme of things, I really did much to help at all. I was kinda just there, and I've been wondering if I should have done more. Oh, not at all. It's not a competition or anything. You matter just as much to me as Eri or Chiyo or Allison, I promise. Well, maybe not as much as Allison, but, you know. Yeah, I don't know. I just feel like there isn't really much to like about me. I don't think I'm a bad person or anything, but sometimes I feel like I'm barely a person at all. Feels like knowing who I even am is a challenge sometimes. Well, let's see. You were playing Last Legendary as 14. Final Fantasy. You were playing Last Legendary at 14 when I came in, right? Eh? Yeah. What's that got to do with anything? I don't really play MMOs. Tell me a bit about it. You probably won't understand anything though. Just do it. Hear me out on this one. Fine, okay. Well, the new NULCTRL expansion came out last year, and it didn't have an account that was up to the end of Gencaster since, you know, different reality and all that. So I had to repurchase my subscription and level everything up through the other expansion, so I ended up skipping most of the raids and optional quest stuff. Finally got my Thaumaturgy up to level 90 so I can do the news story content, but it took a good few hundred hours. I just started the news story content, but I'm trying to pace myself a bit and not run through it too fast. So I've been going back and doing some of the side content from the previous expansions in between mercenary quests, as well as leveling up some of the main other jobs. We're pretty limited in our internet usage here, so I can't do much socializing. So raids aren't really an option at the moment, which really sucks. But I can't really do much about it. When you walked in today, I was finishing up a Fever active time event in one of the areas from Shiftbringers. Cool! I don't know what any of that means. See? I told you. It's boring stuff. No, I mean, I don't know what any of that means, and it's cool. Huh? Okay, you've lost me now. You're reminding me of my own fiance a little bit. Love you, Valerie. You say there isn't really anything to like about you, or that makes you unique, but you literally just describe a bunch of stuff you like that I don't know anything about. Isn't that something unique? Okay, sure, but I don't think knows how to play an MMORPG can act as a substitute for a personality. Okay, no, not what I meant. It's just an example. I'm showing you that even with something that you just happened to be doing when I came in, there's plenty unique about you that's worth celebrating. You enjoyed playing Last Legendaria 14, right? I'd hope so, considering the price of my sub and the hundreds of hours it takes to get through the main content. Then that's cool, and I think it's doing a disservice to yourself to pretend it isn't. It's like, none of us can really say we don't have any kind of personality at all. Our personality is just the accumulation of the behaviors and interests we hold. It's always there, and it changes with time. I think I understand. To be honest, that's all a little hard for me, but I do hear you. I think I'll put some more thought into it. Just being reassured that I'm enough as myself is really helpful. Thanks, Saturday. Anytime. Seriously. Oh, but while I'm here, can I talk about my own kind of thing going on? Yeah, of course. It's about Dawn. I haven't felt her presence as strongly lately. I talked to Allison and Chio about it already, but Chio thinks it's something more psychological than scientific. I'm trying to figure out what could be going on. I think I agree with Chio. It makes more sense for this to be a personal problem rather than one to do with your brain itself. I wonder. Maybe she's trapped in something. Trapped? How? Well, you know, sometimes when we try not to think about things, they get pushed into the back of our minds and then they can come back and attack later. I wonder if she's dealing with that. You mean the guilt of what happened in the Duskbreaker or something? I think that's probably the most likely thing. Well, I guess that would make sense, but how would I even go about pulling her out of that? I don't know where she is. My mind's been muddled in general lately, and it's made it hard to focus on any one specific thing. Well, you'd probably want to go about unmuddling your feelings and thoughts. Is there something going on that could be stressing you out? Besides job hunting, that is. Yeah, I don't think it's job hunting. I've had a lot of time to think about some stuff now that the Duskbreaker is over, so it's probably something to do with that. The Duskbreaker. What about it? Did you ever resolve things with your dad? Shit. That might do it. If you haven't read last Visiting Hours, you should do that. Oh, of course. Yeah, if you haven't read Visiting Hours, or seen my video on my rendition of Visiting Hours, you should go do that. Oh boy. If I couldn't do 3 medium, I'm probably not going to be able to do 4 medium. But we'll see. I'll see you tomorrow, or in 2 days actually. Yeah, about 2 days. Right, final gate. So I tried Thunder of Heaven again before I started recording, and it didn't go well. It did. It almost did, but I got nearly to the end once and died. So we'll just have to see how well I do, because the final gate's already here. But if I don't get Thunder of Heaven done on middle, I'll just have to release the video. Sorry. Because I just can't. I literally cannot wait to finish Last Dive. A Weeping Duology. Once again, I have the Neutron Hexamap spreadsheet, like officially. So yeah. Crying? Cry.exe? Weeping Duology. Something about a duology. You know what I could do? Is sorted by artist. Okay. Yeah. Duology, huh? 2 parts fit together? Oh, isn't it? Oh, I see. First Breath and Last Wish, because they lead their complements of each other. Doing this with a gauge is a bit ballsy, but whatever.
Do you think I want this?
Nice. Right. And now we do Last Wish. Without the gauge, please. Yeep. Yeah, I thought so. Let's check it. Yeah, there we go. A variety of breaks. What could you break? I could... I have an idea of what break could be, but... let's do a valley below miracles. So... TVO... Let's see. A valley below miracles. Let's see. So this one? Or is it this one? What? Okay. Did it do something? Oh, it did. Time amidst the archives. Archives. I do know that means... I do know what that could mean, so I meant to say. Archives like the Shrine Report archive. Like this. Let me just enable my source. So this is the archive for Vivid Stasis. This is where I got all of my supercut stuff from. Time amidst the archives. Let's see. Amidst the archives. Is there anything that... I haven't actually seen like the inspect elements for this, but Um, Time amidst the archives. I love seeing HTML just naked. Just bare naked HTML. Alright, nothing here. Time amidst the archives. Time amidst the archives. Is it like, is there anything like here? Yeah, this is the chapter, one of the chapter, like, it's one of the chapter answers. Is there anything I'm missing? Amidst the archives. So the reason why I'm like inspecting elements is that amidst is because amidst, like it's inside the archives, like it's hidden. Am I missing something? So yeah, there's nothing like plainly visible. Yeah, like highlighting everything is not doing anything. Except for this is weird, but I don't see anything too obvious. So the first thing I have is the official archive may provide better assistance with this one. So we're here, that's what I thought. But like, time amidst the archives. Time amidst the archives. I'm just fixating on amidst. Time amidst the archives. What if I emphasize on a different word? Okay, I'm just gonna run through the. I'm just gonna run through the source, the elements here rather. Oh, there's something here. Insert. What? Where is this? Insert 44 key.vsd to save location. Where do I get it from? Where? Can I just say? Can I just find it? Just looking at the bare HTML, which is not. I don't think it is, you know. We might as well, but like, where could it be? So insert 44 key.vsd to save location. Is it in my files? Nope. They are .vsd files, but not the ones we're looking for. So it's not going to be in sources, probably. Insert 44 key.vsd. Where is 44 key? Where would it be? 44 key. Do I download it from somewhere? Okay. They are .vsd files, but like, they are BSD files. Not the one we want. 44 key. And it's in chapter 4 as well. Yeah. Wait. Wait, I'm stupid. Hold on. Is it literally as simple as... No, it's not that. Right? Jesus Christ. It took me like 5 minutes just to find it. Okay. Okay, what do I do with this? I'm gonna put it in my Steam Maps install. You'll see what happens. Wow, okay. Variety of breaks. I'm gonna have to just look at for this one. Well, I'm not gonna look at the answer, I'm just gonna look at the hint. There are different ways to break things, yes? These funny charts are a great change of pace. I'm just gonna like... Is it boundary shatter? Okay, I'm just gonna look. Play any 5... Oh. Play any 5 boundary shatter songs. Oh. I guess shatter, that makes sense, I guess. Fuck it. I have lost my OS endurance. Please, God. Yay. Cool. Alright. I don't actually know how many I'm supposed to, but... Oh no, 5. Duh. Level 16. Oh, I see. Ow! Goodness me. Yeah. My left hand is my OS hand, and it's lost its endurance. I actually love this song. Let's do it. Oh. Visual gimmicks. To be fair, I do love the gimmicks. Is it the 2-minute version or the 5-minute version? Don't stop to the club, go to the club, to the club, go. I love this song so much. To the club. Don't stop till the club goes silent. To the penis. With the bang, 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 with the Don't stop till the club goes silent. Yeah. I love these gimmicks so much. To the penis. Don't stop till the club goes silent. To the club. I'm too busy jamming. Don't stop till the club goes silent. Oh, it literally says on the bottom. It's the EX version. Yes. Love that song so much. Oh my god. What do you mean it has 10,000 words? Is it the whole song? Shatter 17. Oh my god. Is it the whole song? But like harder? Yes, it is. It's like a 13-minute song. Okay, I'm not not good enough for the whole thing. Okay, I see. Yep, it's this song. Oh, it's the StarCrat. It's the same fucking thing. It's the same, it's like the same percussion as, Stargazers. You can literally hear the... I'm sorry, I'm getting fucking distracted. Yeah, it's the same percussion as, Stargazers, rather. Yeah, there you go. You can hear it. I should go change the name of the song, huh? I'll do that now, actually. Alright. I love this song so much. It's such a good sign off for I think it's Encore episode. And like to the story of the game.
The clock struck 18. The girl's promises to herself were all empty and broken. Her time was up. But she refused to die.
It's such a good send-off, dude. Not fair, 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 not fair. They made it even stronger. Cool. Nice. Yippee! Yippee! Alright. Now let's go check. The fourth tier of the solitary. Checks. The fourth tier of the solitary. Nice. I'm gonna do something very drastic. And this is probably a really bad idea. But I'm going to change my keybinds. This is gonna be a really bad idea. I just know it. I guess. Let us do it. Please don't kick my ass like the other one. Level 12, which is not reassuring. Epsilon and Zeta? I don't know my Greek. Yay? Oh, that's it. Cool. Why was that so much easier? Alright, whatever. I'll take it. That was also my first run. January 12th, 2025, 6:44 p.m. Nervously, I stepped off what felt like the longest train ride of my day so far, despite the fact that it had only been a short 20 minutes from Chio's penitentiary. Walking up and into the much more foreboding and cold-looking prison, I went inside. The clerk running the desk raised an eyebrow at me. Obviously, I'd never been here before. I walked up to the counter. Hey, are visiting hours still... Yeah. Visiting hours are until 8 p.m. Someone you want to see? Yeah. This is where Setsuki Tasugata is being held, right? The clerk looked up from the report she was writing. It is. Are you? If you can, tell him that his son is here to see him, then... The clerk's eyes went a little wide, which was a reaction I wasn't expecting, but she nodded and sighed. I'll go tell him that his daughter is here. Aww. And the clerk walked off, muttering, "Never thought this day'd come," under her breath. I took a seat in the basic lounge chairs facing the reception desk. inside. That's so sweet. She corrected Saturday's like gender for him. Yeah, for her. Oh my god, I almost misgendered Saturday. I'm so sorry. I hadn't seen my father since before the Dustbreaker incident happened. But even by that time, it felt like I'd barely known him. He had become so engrossed in his work at the Sunrise Foundation in the 5 years between its founding and the severance of emotion that I barely saw him. Yep. And this is related to visited hours as well. I remember that at least half the nights during the week, I'd end up walking down the street to Allison's house and staying over with her. It happened often enough that I could just show up, and her adoptive parents would understand immediately and make sure I was fed and taken care of. At some point, my father learned that this was happening, and he started showing up even less, pushing most of the responsibility onto Allison and her family. What was I even going to say to him? I knew I had to say something. I had to get closure in all of this. I never wanted to speak to him again after this if I could help it. This is screaming visiting hours. I'm sorry. During the cycles inside the Dustbreaker, at one point, Storyteller was able to manipulate the void to get in contact with an old friend of ours from high school. There we go, that's visiting hours. And send a message to my father that way. But I hadn't seen him in person since 2020. What will he think, seeing me like this now? Will he even recognize me? I was already out as transgender when everything went down, and he understood that. But he never really seemed to get it. I don't know what he sees me as. My thoughts were beginning to circle in on themselves by this point, an obvious sign of an incoming anxiety spiral. I managed to calm myself down with the breathing, holding, releasing trick. Finally, the clerk came back out from the employee door. He's in visiting room A. I'm obliged to let you know that all visits between inmates and visitors are recorded and transcribed for the safety of our visitors. Thank you, and that's fine. The door opened, and I walked into the hallway down to the door labeled Visiting Room A. I don't know why I'm struggling to read today, goodness me. I took one final large sigh and opened the door. The room was much colder and drab feeling than the visiting room at Chiyo's penitentiary. Likely a result of the much more severe offenders this prison was meant to house. A large sheet of glass separated the visitor and the visitee. Behind the glass, Setsuki. Observer 3. The real one's dead. Fuck. I'm not ready for this. A long silence permeated the room. 10 minutes went by without any words. At times, I would look directly at his face, but other times, I couldn't bear to see him and had to turn away. Finally, he was the one to break the silence. It's nice to... He cut himself off. Why? Was he going to say it's nice to see you again? Seriously? Do you recognize me? It was a stupid question. I knew it was, but I had to ask. Every part of me was screaming. Obviously, he recognized me. The clerk literally told him it was me. Stupid. Why did I say that? Setsuki nodded. I don't know why I came here. Setsuki looked down and sighed. It's okay. I understand. As if on the cue of his voice, tears started streaming down my face. There were no chairs in the cold room, so I fell to my knees on the cold concrete floor. What the hell do you mean you understand? How could you understand? You don't know what... I don't... How can you just sit there and... After all this... It's unfair. I'm sorry. I don't think I'd ever want to imagine you understanding how it feels to sit here. So you think I can't get it? But, fuck. My tears were slurring my words into an auditory mess of emotions. You should get everything out. Please don't hold it in. That's why you came here, isn't it? Yes, it is. I'm not going to hold back. I don't want you to. I don't even know if you deserve to know how I feel. I should just leave you to guess in here while I move on with my life. I think that would be more fair to yourself too. But you're here. Shut up. Just listen for a bit. Not even in an angry way. Just please. Setsuki nodded. I should hate you. I certainly don't like you one bit. You abandoned me. You masqueraded your selfish inability to move on from Sis's death as some care for me when you just couldn't move on yourself. You left the care of me to the adoptive parents of my best friend, adults you barely even knew, while you told the people you were working with that what you were doing was for me. I can't even begin to unwrap how cruel that is. Setsuki sighed, but he didn't open his mouth, thankfully. And in doing all this, you trampled on the memory of the very daughter you claimed you were doing all of this to honor. You tried to bring her back instead of grieving and learning to live in love again in spite of such a horrible loss. And I get it. You know, grief is fucking hard, and you had the money to ignore it. And I hate that you did, because maybe if you didn't, we could have grown closer than we ever would have as we grew up navigating our shared grief with Sis together. But you were rich, and you couldn't solve your grief like a puzzle. But you tried anyway, and destroyed my life in the process. The fact that I'm even standing here today in the real world has nothing to do with you. I had to endure the equivalent of over 13,000 years waiting for my chance to escape from the Dustbreaker to be viable. I got here because of my friends and loved ones, and let me make one thing perfectly clear. I don't love you. I don't think I could ever bring myself to. I never want to see you again. After I walk out of this prison when we're done here, I don't want to even think about you again, let alone talk to you again. But there's some fucked up small part of me that just wishes you were there for me as I try to figure out who the hell I even am. I don't even know how to feel about the man who raised me anymore, and it's eating me from the inside out, god damn it. My tears took over when my mouth got tired. My yelling devolved into sobs and I couldn't do anything to stop it. That was the only sound in the room for a long time. After some time, Setsuki spoke. Can I tell you how I've been feeling for the past 4 years? Only if you're okay with it. I looked up. If you feel it would do you better, you can walk away and never see me again. I promise I understand. I don't want to force you to sympathize with me. I don't think I'd know what to do if you did. But I think it might help put your mind to rest. I sighed and wiped my eyes. Go on. Setsuki sighed. Every single day for the past 4 years, I've thought about you. I've picked apart years of memories of raising you, being too self-absorbed to care for you, and everything in between. Every day I find a new thing I regret, a new thing I wish I said, a night I wish I'd just gone home and watched a movie with you instead of staying at work. It's all I think about every night as I try to sleep. Some nights, I wish you'd forgive me. Horrifyingly, some nights, especially early on, I'd try to shut out any guilt of what I've done. But every night for the past years, no matter how I was feeling, I thought about how I'd killed you. I condemned you to this. I had. And it was me. It's become my whole life Saturday. I had no choice but to change from the kind of person who would do anything to avoid confronting the unavoidable, pouring hour after hour, dollar after dollar into science to fix all of my problems. I had to become someone who spent every waking moment facing what I'd done, the life I'd condemned my own daughter to. It nearly killed me. But something kept going. It's kept me going for 4 years, and it'll keep me going until something else kills me. What is it? Satsuki looked at me. It's this. The only thing that drives me in this world anymore is this moment. The chance that one day I might finally get to see my daughter bloom past the horrible things I did. To find her own way in the world. Not because I wanted her to forgive me, but because I wanted her to be happy without having to deal with the things I'd brought upon her. Did you just want to know you hadn't killed me? Is that it? Satsuki shook his head. No, that isn't it at all. That isn't it at all, and it never was. The only thing that brings me hope at this point is the knowledge that somewhere out there, far away from me, my daughter is, you are, happy. I don't plan to die. I'll live my life atoning for what I did, wishing for every second along the way that you're safe and happy wherever you are, whatever you're doing. You were always meant for better places than where I sent you. It's why, more than anything else, the only thing I knew I needed to try to say to you was, please, you have to keep living. After taking more time to cry the last of my regrets, the last of my unsaid feelings, I stood up, my will reinforced. Of course I'm going to keep living, but not for your sake. Not because you asked me to. Satsuki nodded. Of course. I wouldn't want you to live for my sake in a million years. I turned away from him and opened the door. Light streamed through from the hallway, from the world I chose to live in without my dad. I'll likely never see you again. Of course. But thank you. I hope you can forgive yourself for the things I can't. Those were the last words I ever said to my father. I closed the door, and he was gone from my vision, and I was gone from his. Our paths would never cross again, and yet I felt reinvigorated, revived. I walked out into the lobby. All done in there? Everything good? Yeah. Everything's okay. Oh. Saturday finally gets to move on, for realsies this time. And for realsies without having storyteller come to do it for her. That's so sad. But also, probably the best ending you can get when one of your parents nearly killed you. And you had to, essentially, you were put through mental torture and you couldn't do anything about it. Just makes sense why it's called Thaumaturgy. But, alright. I have to sit with that, goodness me. But, yeah. Alright. Last dive is on the 10th. I'll see you then. Alrighty, it is level 13. Oh god. Finally updated, 1 hour late. But it happened. So yeah. Oh. We'll wait here for 800 seconds. Bing bong, bing bong. Bing bong, bing bong. Bing bong, bing. Bing bong, bing bong. Very nice. As my consciousness floated between reality and the mind, I felt someone calling for me. Hey, god damn it. Don't be stubborn now. It's an emergency. Oh, that voice. I know that voice. That means Okay, come on. Here we go. Oh. Well, you'll have to read this yourself. Sorry. This is gonna go automatically, so let's go on. Where's has it? Calm down. Where's Hal? He completely vanished. I mean, she's probably guilty from Chapter Alpha, isn't she? Hmm. Sounds about right. That wasn't there before. Yeah, no kidding. It's very silk songy. Something? Dive deep, she said the thing. It had the same sensation as normal pool water. Finally, the goggles have a use. Saturday has had her goggles the whole time. Has this story gone full circle? Dawn has disappeared instead of Tsuki. Where is storyteller? I love that they're virtually communicating with each other. This is 0. Oh, yep, speaking of, it's level 13, so it's gonna be hell. Oh, that's... It's a long song, apparently. Slow down. Is this what Hornet saw when she was diving down into the abyss? Dope. Oh. You have something unresolved there, Sat. Welcome back. That's Fabula. Welcome back. Okay. Definitely what pain sounds like. Really looks like Dawn's feeling very guilty. It's not that easy. We're going. Welcome back, Supernova. I'm jamming, I'm sorry. Let's see. She's really guilty. She's feeling really bad about what she did. Very hopeful note there. Oh. That's not the point, though. Here we go. There's the Sinister. Yep, here we go. Chapter Alpha connection right there. We have a boss fight? Alright. Even more of a boss fight than the boss sons. Welcome back, Supernova. Yep, it's here again. I still can't do it. I still can't do that Supernova intro. I mean, it makes sense. It's Dawn's song. One of. It feels like a 2026 remix. What? Huh?
No, you're not. I don't understand it myself, but do you realize the chance we've been given?
Oh my god. Chapter 3! Oh my god.
Look around and see. It really doesn't matter. We have an impossible chance given to you.
The reference! The references!
Life before us. Are you going to fight the one escape from the underground? The moment you are born? Yes, I'm sure that
Hell yeah. Yeah, baby! Still can't do Supernova. Outside before. Oh my god! Oh. Don't say I didn't warn you. Mm-hmm. Again, another very hopeful note. Ah. The art is so cute. You don't forget, this is their collective body, the same body. What? Imagine. Wow. It's a sniper. I mean, it is storyteller, so. Love how insane it sounds. But like, this is her own mind, so like, it makes sense. You can't wield a gun in reality, at least until in America. Back up we go. This is long. This is fucking 13. Self. Damn it. I can't read this anymore. This is so cute. Amoistiki. Hey, there we go. Interesting that it. The Discord is going nuts. Good. That was all resolved as it should be. I was worried an arbitrary code execution would be a little too risky with how shoddy the code of the TVO clients is. Is that a self-reference? You needed that to happen? Why? I thought Saturday wasn't involved in the last week incident. She isn't. But Allison is. And if we deviate too far from what we know to have happened before the missing time begins, it'll be impossible to recover that data. Oh, I see. You always did like to think ahead. No, shush. Whatever. You were always a tease, Yoko? Guilty. So then, is everything ready? Pretty much. We can begin to recover the lost data now.